Man, we got hammered with some snow last night. I'm out here in Crocs.
What is up, guys, and welcome back. I don't know if you heard or not, another guy tried to cheat by sticking weights into a fish. Nobody freaking learns. Nobody learns anything. Reason I'm sitting in my truck right now doing this video is because we've had some insane freaking weather lately, and yeah, it goes from, 50 degrees to 10 degrees, 50 degrees, 10 degrees. All my lakes have skim ice on them right now. I'm unable to go fish from a boat or from shore because there's ice, but the ice is like not even an inch thick, so I can't go ice fish right now unless I travel really far north. So yeah, kind of stuck right now. But some crazy stuff has happened recently. It's been kind of a trending topic, I guess you could say. I know you guys all remember the walleye cheaters who stuffed the weights in the fish so that they could cheat at the tournament.
We got weights and fish! There we go!
Well, now a guy has stuffed weights into a crappie to try and cheat his way into the record books, which is pretty insane. Stay tuned. So guys, this happened in Kansas. The angler in question's name is Bobby Parkhurst, and basically this guy caught a really nice crappie at a lake in Kansas, and he took it to the bait shop that was on that lake at the marina. They put it on the certified scale, and it was like 3 pounds, and it was 3.73 pounds, I believe, which is a hell of a crappie, but not the state record. So apparently he was disappointed that it wasn't the state record because for some reason he thought that it was going to be. He then leaves that marina, goes to a completely different marina on a different lake, has the fish weighed there on a certified scale, and it is now magically over 4 pounds. 4.07 pounds to be exact. Now this thing was actually considered the new state record of Kansas until the owner of the original marina where he had taken the crappie to saw that it was being called the new record, and he recognized the angler, recognized the fish, and realized it was the same fish that he just weighed, and doesn't understand how there was such a discrepancy in the two weights of the same fish. So he had his scale looked at. It was calibrated fine. Nothing was wrong with it. So he notified the authorities that he thought something was just a little fishy. Something just wasn't quite right here. So the authorities actually went to Bobby Parkhurst's house and confiscated the crappie. He let them in and gave them the crappie. They took it to a nearby zoo, had the fish x-rayed, and they saw that there were metal discs in it. They saw there was metal spheres in it. So they cut the fish open, found some ball bearings, which gave it the extra weight, which made it heavy enough to be the state record, which it would have beat the state record by 0.5 pounds or whatever. So I don't know what that goes the ounces. Have to do the freaking math there. But yeah. And then this Bobby Parkhurst guy goes online, goes on Facebook, starts making posts saying that he was wrongly treated, that they took the fish illegally, and that he did nothing wrong. This and that. It's kind of silly because he had the fish for a while. It was confiscated like weeks after he had the record, and he hadn't done anything with it, and he hadn't took the ball bearings out. If they would have found the fish and there weren't ball bearings in it and the fish just didn't weigh that, then they probably would have just thought something was wrong with the scale. Yeah, so it seems like most criminals are dumb criminals, especially when they're fishing criminals. They seem to be pretty stupid. You think this guy would have learned from the walleye thing was all over the place. All these people have been getting caught stuffing weights in fish. You think he would have known that he would have gotten caught too? Again, dumb criminals. Actually, some people have actually sided with him and believe him. But the thing is this Bobby Parkhurst guy seems to have a pretty extensive criminal history. He's got like over 5 felonies, I believe. He was actually just arrested for something else, where he's doing like community service or probation or something like that for. Oddly enough, for some reason, the state's attorney there in Kansas did not want to take this to court, did not want to press charges on him. So basically, they just stripped him of the record, and the record's going to go back to the previous crappie record from Kansas. So yeah, this guy tried to cheat his way into having the state record in Kansas, and that's kind of wild. Like, I don't really know what real recognition you get for having a state record. I don't think it's that much. I'm sure you'll get a couple calls for like some magazines or something like that. You might get some interviews. But yeah, I don't know. It's not like you're winning a bunch of money or anything like that. So I guess he was just doing it for bragging rights. But a 3.73 pound crappie, like that is a hell of a crappie. I've caught some pretty close to that here on the river. None quite that big. Definitely would have never thought to try and stuff weights in any of my fish. So I've caught a bass that was over 8 pounds, and I think the state record's only like 9. I could have done that with that. Never even crossed my mind. Like, why would somebody want to do that? That's crazy. Absolutely crazy that people would do this, and that people don't learn from the people who made the mistakes before them. Fishermen people in general are just going to continue to do stuff like this. It's pretty freaking insane. This story, I would say, is not as big as the walleye cheater stuff. The walleye cheater stuff, like, you know, it was all over the freaking place. This is kind of, I've been seeing it circulating around a little bit. It's getting pushed around. But, yeah, that's kind of that's kind of the extent of it, you know? Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you buy into the conspiracy that this Bobby Parker guy's trying to push, that they're targeting him, and you know, he did everything the right way and somebody framed him, which is that's crazy. Comment below if you think this has happened before. I bet you a lot of these older records did stuff like this. Like, honestly, I know there's a couple that are kind of like, a little sketchy. Some of the older records that stand, like from the 60s and 70s. I think a lot of people used to stuff the fish with weights just so they could get their name in the record book. Back then, I don't think people cared as much. I also don't think people checked as thoroughly as they do now. So it is, you know, who knows? The guy before Bobby may have cheated too. He may have stuffed it with some lead or something. It's kind of interesting to think about. Like, I wonder if any of these records are even legit. Pretty wild. I don't know if I guess it's just human nature to cheat. I mean, I'm all for taking a shortcut if there's an easier way to get to solve the problem you're trying to solve. But when you're just, you know, showing zero morals, zero integrity, and just completely cheating in something to try and get ahead, I'm not about that. I think that's just wrong. I think karma is going to get these people. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll see you next time.